Hello, everybody, and welcome to. I think today is Tuesday. You know, I lose track of time easy because I'm getting old. Hey, Cam. Hey, Louisa. Hey, April. How y'all doing tonight?
I'm good. How about you? And today is Tuesday.
Girl, let me tell you, I lost track of the days, what day of the week it was, long before Christmas. Um,
Yeah.
I really don't even know most days what day of the week it is because everything just mushes together now. Like it feels like everything just mushes together, and I'm usually covered in dogs all the time, so I don't really pay attention. Hey, darling, I
Hey,
don't.
good evening, y'all.
I don't really pay attention to the calendar anymore. I just let my days go. But I
hmm
gotta stop doing that because if somebody schedules something with me, then it makes me anxious because I'm not keeping up with the days. And what day is it? Is it 2 days from now? Is it tomorrow? It's supposed to be today. I gotta get better about it. I gotta get better. But that's age. Comes with
Yeah.
being old.
Yeah, honey. Yeah, honey. You got that right. 'Cause it
Well,
happens.
well, today in soaps was very, very interesting from what I saw. Now I saw all the wine off, and I saw everything but the last 10 minutes of days. So I'm gonna need y'all to educate me on that when we get to the days portion of our show.
Well, okay. I don't know if we're gonna have Sam with us tonight. I know she has some family things that she's working through right now, but we're gonna go ahead on. And if she jumps in later and joins us, we will, of course, welcome her in because I'm sure she's ready to come over here and get on to us about dragging both of her girls. Yes.
And also I'm gonna have to drag them today too, Kristen and Ashley, cause yeah, I got something to say about both them heifers tonight.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what made me realize I was living 3 days behind was this morning I sat down with my coffee to watch Days of Our Lives. And it started on Friday. I was like, I feel like I'd have seen some of this. So I watched the end and I didn't recognize the end. And I'm like, okay, so that's probably Monday. And then the next episode started playing. I'm like, okay, well, maybe, yeah, that was Monday. I'm probably watching Tuesday now. Then the third episode played. And I was like, bitch, how long have you been asleep? That's a half a damn week of shows. You don't remember? You really watch you've talked to people and you don't remember? So yeah. What we gonna start with tonight? I'm so
I would like to start with wine, all because Devon has been giving me life these last 2 days.
see y'all was all up here on Devon's neck about this damn baby and about him just being the hoe he always been. But I'm 10 toes down for Devon Hamilton because his mama went over the side of a cliff. Somebody got to be here for that baby. So I'm gonna always rock with Devon unless he do something that really sets me sideways. But he made me proud, honey.
Yes, ma'am. Devon asked. Well, let's follow this. Let's follow the bouncing ball. So first, we already knew once Abby showed up that Devon was gonna be on some shit when she saw how frowned up his face was,
Girl.
and his conversation with her was enlightening because he got down to the meat of what his problem was, which was that Audra Mae got a dig in it at him, but she wasn't wrong, and at the end of the day, she was right. He figured it out. He been sitting up here letting other people sway him away from what his instincts are telling him about situations. That's been going on for the last year, and it's been ending in disaster every single time. Because as soon as they announced this whole merger stuff, we all turned our heads and said, Neil did not start his own company for you to do this shit, Devon. What you doing? And he finally realized that this ain't just about keeping the IPO happening. He needs to be done with Chancellor and this business with Jill and them and this other company, and that because they're never gonna have no peace at all. He's never gonna have no peace in that company where he gets outgunned because Jill and his damn sister don't agree with him, and he just stuck like Chuck. So I fully respected him getting on the horn with Jill and just laying it out there. Look, I ain't we don't even need to talk about Audra Charles trader ass. I'm here to talk about how I need to buy my company back from You.
He said, I want my daddy's records. I want my daddy's records.
He did.
Blind man that came for that company. I want my daddy's records back. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do this. I'm sorry.
And Jill was so appalled. That's the part that kills me. Is that, and I don't agree with everything Devon do, because you know how Devon be. But he right. He's like, y'all still want to do this? Look, you know what? If you and Lily still hype on this, then y'all go ahead. I don't want nothing else to do with this. There comes a time when you take a trip somewhere where you have enough disasters. We are not Clark Griswold, and National Lampoon's Vacation is not how you take a real vacation. Once you hit about the 5th or 6th disaster, you turn around and you go home. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what a rational person does. That is what this IPO business has been. Really, that's what it's been ever since the merger. Because before the IPO mess, it was all about Nate having his head bucked up by Imani and not wanting to listen to nothing that Devon said. From the second this merger was announced, it has been one disaster after another.
It's been a whole if a clusterfuck was a merger, it would be that shit they doing right there. That's a whole ass clusterfuck.
It is, and I respect him for finally having the balls to get out of it, because yes, and tomorrow is Devon. This must be the week that Brighton get his Emmy reel together, because tomorrow him and Lily gonna get into it hot and heavy, because she gonna hear about what he wants, and she of course is in the middle of a crossfire with her relationship with Billy and all this other stuff. But honestly, I have to agree, I don't feel sorry for Lily on that one, because she bought this shit on herself, because she has been sitting up here ignoring all of the signs of disaster because it don't fit with her narrative. Well, honey, fuck around and find out. That's where we are. That's where Lily is going to be tomorrow.
Listen here, I'm gonna tell you what, they gonna fuck around and find out. And Victor gonna take that little company from them. And then they ain't gonna have nothing. You know, and Victor gonna already be mad because Jack's stealing from Nikki. So Victor gonna already be pissed off and gonna need to find a way to throw his dick around town. And we know Victor, when he get mad and start throwing his dick around town, he just start buying shit. He don't care about friends, feelings, bedfellows. He don't care. He gonna get that company and he gonna get revenge on Jack. He might take Jabot too. And Jabot ain't even merged with nobody but Marquetti. Victor gonna take everybody's shit, and it's gonna be Newman, Chancellor. What the hell is Chancellor mixed with right now?
Chancellor Winners, Hamilton Winners, Chancellor Hamilton Winners.
Devon trying to get Hamilton Winners back. So it's gonna be Newman, Chancellor, Jabot, Marquetti, and Hamilton Winters is gonna be an asterisk, because Devon gonna fight to the bitter end for his company, and he gonna be able to keep it, but he gonna end up going bankrupt. That's how Victor rolled. He don't care. Victor don't care.
No, he don't. And all of this is gonna come in the linchpin. We gonna see about that, because to segue from Devon telling Jill, I'm tired of this shit, I'm screw you guys, I'm going home. We got to ease up on Nate and Victoria interviewing Audra for the COO position at Newman Media. Or let me rephrase it rightly. Audra interviewed their asses.
Listen, and that's what you're supposed to do. Victoria, Victoria ain't never had to work for nothing before. Well, you know how the rich kids on these soap operas work. They up from the mail room is what she did. So she ain't never had to interview for a job. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're going to go work for a company and you're not interviewing them people when they interviewing you, you are the fool. Because if you're not asking questions to see what they doing and how they move, LinkedIn is going to tell you this is the person that you're going to be working with directly. If you're not sitting there asking them questions to see how they going to talk and respond, you are falling for the okie doke. They're going to sit there and tell you everything you want to hear. And then when you get to the job, it's going to be something different and your face is going to be broke. She did the right thing interviewing them. That's exactly what the fuck you supposed to do. Now, what I found highly interesting with Miss Audra's interview was how when they was asking her questions, y'all saw what she did. Raise your hand. Who else saw what she did?
You mean how she basically flipped it and made damn sure she didn't reveal nothing she ain't want known?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
What?
You notice how she used Nate's answers? Because she sat there and talked to Nate when he first got that job, and he was talking about how important it is to be with people who respect you and like your ideas and all that shit. Remember all that?
Oh yeah, blowing all that smoke up people's ass.
When he was doing all that talking about that shit, she was paying attention and taking notes, and she regurgitated it back to him today. I was like, I heard this somewhere before. Hold on. This sounds just like how Nate was going off on the bun, talking about that's why he didn't want to be there no more, because he wanted to go somewhere where his ideas is respected and people respect him. She gave that motherfucker his words back on a silver platter, and that's why he's sitting there, eyes are sparkling. Oh, you know what? She sounds so smart. No, bro, that's the shit that you said to Victoria and anybody else who would have listened. She listened and she took notes. Ain't nobody else paying attention to her, I guess. Except for, but me and Audrey was the only ones listening to you when you were spouting all that shit. Because she literally just said to you what you just been saying to everybody else, and what you said to her a couple of days ago when y'all was sitting at the bar talking about why you took the job at Newman.
You right about that. You are Bubbles. You are absolutely right about that. That is what she did, and they were both suitably impressed about it. Without, and the part that's hilarious about this is that here's the thing: getting one over on Nate don't mean shit, because Nate's a goddamn idiot. Okay, that's already been determined. That if you can stroke Nate's ego, you can get him to do anything. But here, Victoria sitting up here going, well, I'm satisfied. So, Nate, I'm going to leave the decision up to you. I'm like, you really is dumb, ain't you, honey? You must want to take that ride on him real bad. Child.
You just go, right, girl, this is, I mean, I guess if it's his division to run, it's his decision to make. But why she even needed to be in there on the conversation so Nate could show off? Look what I went and found. I went and got her from Devon them. Look. Devon, I went and got her from Devon them because she said she was getting ready to move on to something else. And they didn't want to keep her, I guess. I don't know. But it just followed me home. I picked it up on the street. It was so shiny. That girl gonna fuck everybody over. And then when they found out about that baby, that ain't really was a lost baby. Because I don't believe she had a miscarriage or an abortion. I don't believe either.
I don't believe that either. Now, if they decide to be interested, that's exactly how it'll play out. But yeah, Audra played that like a damn fiddle. So she may have lost her spot at Chancellor Winters, and Tucker may be ready to cut. And here's the thing: I don't believe for a second that Tucker is gonna cut her off either. Because honestly, I think both Tucker and Audra are in a. I gotta regroup because this shit ain't working like how I thought it was gonna work. So, yeah, let me go ahead and run with that. Now, the next scene that I found very interesting was, believe it or not, Phyllis is on to whatever her next version scheme is right now. That was pretty obvious, because I'll be very honest, I didn't think she was sincere dated you.
I don't ever think Phyllis is sincere, so I'm not the person to ask that question to. I think that everything that whole do is real or sincere. I think that she sees that Tucker is getting ready to, what did he say? Burn it all down. And she's scared. I don't care what nobody say. Tucker said he finna burn shit down. Phyllis is trying to, she's trying to circle the wagons because she told him, oh, well, you know, I might fuck up with my family, but I always fix what I break. No, you don't, bitch, because you ain't fixed Danny and Cricket. His ass left town again for good, and we don't even know. And Christine over here wasting her time with a damn man we don't never see. But I'm getting off the subject. Y'all talking about Phyllis Tucker. He terrified her when he said, I'm fixing to burn it all down. That bitch was scared.
They might mean her daughter's house.
Because if he burned it all down, Summer is affected too.
Exactly.
And that's what I want to happen because she needs to learn her lesson the hard way.
Honestly, that's how I feel about it too, because that is the point that has been drove in time and time again that she don't want to hear, and that none of these heifers want to hear, that regardless of whatever their personal feelings are for Diane, none of that shit really matters at the end of the day, because you have bigger fish to fry. You hate Diane enough to allow the destruction of all this other shit to happen on your watch. That's how pressed y'all are about her. Y'all asses is out of your minds. So that talk with Daniel did give her some insight. Okay, she did realize where she messed up. And so her going and talk to Tucker, her telling Tucker, first of all, her apologizing to Tucker, I was like, girl, please, I don't know what you apologizing to Tucker for. But it kind of felt like she was trying to work an angle with him. And then she was working an angle with Summer. And even Summer did not believe her when she first showed up. She's like, you the one who told me that I was basically a traitor because I didn't side with you. And that's my whole problem with Phyllis and her bullshit attitude, which is that she has never acted like she really understood that she can't force Summer to choose between her and her husband. That's a losing game, no matter how hard she played, and that she could never put aside her animosity towards Diane to avoid that scenario. She has not cared about that in the whole year. And I'm supposed to think her ass care about it now? Nah, that bitch don't care about shit.
Nope.
Mm-mm. So scene with Kyle and Summer wasn't really worth much, just making it clear that, that Summer is going to take Harrison off to Paris. And I guess now that Phyllis and her are kind of sort of working on it, maybe things might, ease up enough for her to go with her and try to fix it. Then we switched over to Ashley, Jack and Ashley, which was interesting because I wanted to slap Ashley because I'm like, honey, you up here mad because you caught feelings. And she pretty much admitted that to Abby later. That she caught feelings for Tucker, even though she said, I thought because I knew he was up to something and he was probably playing me, that I wouldn't fall for it, but I fell for it. It's like the saying of, you can fall, if you fall into a hole, you fall into a hole. But if you see the hole and you still fall into the hole, what does that make you? Stupid and blind. So her telling Abby, I'm always here for you, but I think maybe I need to take a little time and a little distance was very interesting. Because and Tucker taking his regular ass over to Jabot to go ahead and tell Jack about how Ashley deserves to be running this place, not you. I'm like, ooh, you are bold today, aren't you, Tucker? Well, you ain't got nothing to lose, now do you? Go and stroll up in Jabot and tell Jack, yeah. And I do want to talk about this with Sam at some point, because he was like, yeah, Ashley has completed tired of me. Yeah, over the piece of the pie you sliced for her. I was like, ooh. And Ashley was honest with Abby that the idea appeals to her. The idea of her own cosmetic company actually does appeal to her. But I wish to God she would get off of Diane's jock and stop blaming her for everything wrong with this entire scenario, because Diane told you that the man was after Jabot financials and you scoffed in her face and you still ended up sleeping with him and catching feelings with him. Who fault that is, Ashley? That's your fault.
Listen, Ashley Abbott had her opportunity to have her own cosmetics company when her whole ass mammy remembered that John had some kind of damn documents stored in the back of his safe that gave Ashley control of all the recipes, because she the one that made all the recipes. Mm-hmm. She actually took the recipes and went to France for a while. And then she came back. If that hoe wanted her own company, she had it. So I think she was just doing that with Tucker to get under Jack's skin, and because her kitty was purring. But she was just trying to get under Jack's skin because Jack was there getting under her skin with Diane. That's fucking sibling rivalry at its finest between them two.
They ass too grown to be still carrying on like this, though. But I guess so. You probably about right about that. And so, let's see what else was there. Oh, Diane met with Tucker. Diane met with Stark, and he basically told her, "Look, I'm giving you till tomorrow to go rob somebody," which is very bold. And she goes to tell Jack, And Jack is surprised, and then we get to the most unexpected but interesting part of the show, aside from Devon. The part that enters our Ocean's 23 part of tonight's show. Jack is up here, as we discussed briefly yesterday. Jack made Diane aware of a pied de terre that Nikki and Victor have in Chicago. Well, apparently there's some damn compartment where she keeps some damn jewelry. And as the question was posed yesterday, I will pose it again today. Why would the security code have not been changed in all these years?
I got a lot of questions. Why would Nikki keep all of her best jewelry in Chicago where she don't live? Why would he think that he can just go up in that place and move without problem just because them people know him from 30 some years ago or 10 years ago when the last time he was married to Nikki in 2010? Do you really think them people gonna sit there and let him go through Nikki and Victor shit and not call Nikki and or Victor and be like, hey, you know, I know you and Mr. Abbott is friends and shit, and y'all was married like 11 years ago, but he up here going through your shit. Do you know that? Like, they really think them people not gonna report back to the people who pay them? All of this is convoluted, and they got to do it by tomorrow. Child.
It's crazy shit, because I'm sitting up here thinking the same thing. I'm like, hold on a minute, Jack. Hold on. You and Nikki ain't been a thing in a long, long goddamn time. So you think that they just not gonna call them and tell them that you're that Jack Abbott has shown up in Chicago and he is going upstairs to the penthouse or the townhouse or whatever the hell it is y'all have up there to walk up? I'm like, are y'all crazy? Are you crazy?
Somebody said, how come they couldn't just go to the jewelry store and buy some jewelry and pretend that they stole it? And I said, because that makes too much fucking sense. It's 7:21. We got 9 minutes left, I think, if we're going to get to the other 2.5 shows.
Yeah.
But that was some bullshit. And all of the holes in that plot, in that storyline, is making me ill, because the first thing the security guard should do when Jack shows up is call Victor and or Nicole and John Abbott Jr. is in your Chicago townhouse accessing the safe. What y'all want us to do? Actually, they ought to just shoot on sight, because you fucking security and somebody breaking into your boss's shit. You better shoot him.
I mean, I would have understood it if Jack said, I'm going to go to the ranch and try to rob their ass. That would have made more sense than I'm going to take a trip to Chicago to rob their ass. Man, Jack going to jail.
So is he driving to Chicago? Is he renting a car? He's driving his own car? Is he taking the Jabot jet? Or is he going commercial? He can't take the Jabot jet because some are taking the Jabot jet to France for a little bitty Cookie Monster. So this motherfucker either going to Avis or Hertz, or he taking his own car, which would be stupid, or he gonna go to Delta or US Air and buy a ticket in his name, because what you cannot do post 9/11 is go to an airport and buy a ticket under somebody else's name. He ain't even got no fake IDs made to pretend to be nobody else. Sir, you are the head of an international conglomerate. I know it's at least one makeup hound in the airport gonna recognize your ass as Jack Abbott.
Not to mention the fact that one would believe that y'all would just, I don't know, hire a real criminal to do this shit. God. I think we're gonna have to let Ocean's 23 go now, because it's starting to piss me off.
Yeah, I'm done with it. We can move on to a whole nother show now.
Okay, so let's bounce on to the next. So what are we gonna take a swipe at, Days or GH?
So now that I'm caught up with Days, I'm still a little bit kind of perturbed at them for some of these scenes. GH is hitting. But I have to give the short end of GH, because I still don't. But it was good. GH was good today. Towards the end. Let's just go ahead and hit GH real quick.
Okay, hit GH. You take it, Bubbles.
Because I'm only gonna talk about the stuff that excited me. I'm not gonna talk about anything else, and we're not gonna bring in Springer because they ain't doing shit. But so listen. Nina Sonny found Nina's medical report. I don't know why it was just laying out or where it was just laying out, but they was.
Wait, I think it was in Brit's stuff, wasn't it?
Maybe it was they at Britt's house cleaning up or something, and they saw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nina was going through Britt's paperwork.
So that's how they found the stuff on Willow and found out Willow is sick. So now Sonny trying to talk to everybody else to see what's going on. Carly finally told Drew the truth because Drew is sitting there like, we got to find this girl's family. Carly's going on and on about her justification. But I didn't want Willow to find her birth parents because, I just felt like the stress of it was too much. What if her birth mother was someone like Nina? Could you even imagine? And he's like, bitch, it don't matter. This girl is her birth family, and I'm trying to help them find, help her find her people. Her birth parents can give her stuff that her maid family can't. Like, it's great that she has a support system, but she needs her biological family. Like, the Carly's a fucking idiot because she's not catching none of the cues. This man is not just saying she's trying to find her mama. She's trying to find her biological family. When people are looking for biological family members, that usually means they have a biological need. But Carly's big ass headed, thick hat hair ass that don't get through to her because she's still sitting there arguing the point with Drew. Well, I just don't think it's okay. And so
nobody asked you this.
This girl has got the damn leukemia. She gonna go, well, why didn't nobody tell me? He's like, I just found out myself. And that's why I was looking so hard. She told Drew that she paid them people a lie. And he said, so while I'm out here busting my goddamn ass trying to find this girl's parents, you've been sabotaging me the whole time? She said,
yes, sir.
Yeah, with money, I've been paying people off. Yep, I sure have. I even found Josiah and hid that shit so you wouldn't see it either. Told that lady to tell you the same lie that Harmony was telling everybody else. Because I just didn't feel like nobody needed to know. And so he was like, she fixed to die and she got the leukemia. And then it hit her. That's why she's been so weak and so pale. How did I not see it? How did I not see it? Because you was too busy hating on Nina. You was too busy hating on Nina. That's how you didn't see it. Meanwhile, Nina over here telling Sonny, I don't give a damn about shit except for helping and saving Willow. I don't care about no beefs. I don't care about no grudges. I don't care about who did what to who. All I care about is that my grandson, the only mama my grandson know is getting ready to check out of the library. And all I know is I got to stop these books from leaving. Like, Nina is team Willow all the way. And she went over there to talk to them about Willow. And I forgot what happened after that. Sonny called Joss over. Of course, she's somewhere fucking Dex again. After she okay now that, it wasn't her fault that Britt died. But yeah, because y'all left Britt alone with a fucking killer.
I know how that's not like y'all went off to go get laid. Let's lay it out there. You left Britt saved your raggedy ass life, Jocelyn. She got cut in the process, and y'all left her by herself so y'all could go screw.
Right. And then they had more grief sex today. Oh, I guess it wasn't my fault Britt died. Let's fuck again. And then they did. And then Sonny sent her a text. She complained about Sonny calling me. I guess I got to go over there and tell him that he can't be calling me and telling me what to do. Then if you hate Sonny so much, why is you going? If I wouldn't go, if somebody that I didn't like, I don't care who it is, send me a text message talking about I need to see you in my office. Then, bitch, you better imagine hard because I'm not coming. And that's the only way you gonna see me is if you close your eyes and manifest that shit in your dreams because I've already told you I don't like you. I'm not gonna be in your space. I've set the boundary. I'm not coming. But honey, she got up out that bed with Dex and got rid of the couch because they ain't fucked in the bed yet. But she got off that couch real quick.
Oh, Lord, it's Young and the Restless all over again.
Yeah, girl. So she went real quick to go see what Sonny wanted. And then I guess that's when Sonny told her that old girl fixing to check out over here. We just found out we trying to circle the wagons because we got to do something to save Willow's life. She been sitting on this shit quiet this whole time. We got to do something. So now that's what we doing now is everybody rushing to save Willow. But honey, my little amnesiac Esme over here in the bed, child, don't remember shit. Nicholas walked in and told her today. He started speaking French too. I guess he thought he was going to catch a girl slipping, but my baby got amnesia for real. So she
Mm-hmm.
don't remember nothing. And Nicholas told her how he brought her to town. She was his girlfriend and all of that. Meanwhile, Victor Cassadan, I fucking love the villains. Victor Cassadan can have it if he wants it. He done cleaned up everywhere that Esme was. Because you know the cops out there on Spoon Island, they up back at Windermere, they demanded to go to the room in the North Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Victor said, go on up there if you want to. We ain't got nothing to hide. Nicholas peeing and shitting his pants all the same time. Sitting to the North Tower, is you crazy? There, and everything is clean like ain't nothing ever happened.
Now see, and that's where Nick be messing up. Nick be needing to bring the real criminals in when he be doing his bullshit.
But listen, he can't because he's stupid, and Uncle Victor is smarter and faster.
He get that
So
stuff from his mama.
Victor had Demetrius clean that room, paint that room, move everything out, and put it into storage. But he told Nicholas, I everything is clean. But don't you for 1 minute think that I ain't got the shit to hang you anytime I want to. I got the proof that Esme was here. So now you just gonna have to do what I want you to do for as long as I want you to do it, or I'm gonna tell these people you the one had Esme up in here in this room, and he holding up the little Christmas balls, the little broken Christmas ball from that burnt up tree where Esme set the tree on fire. But Dante's smart. Dante went up there in that room and he told the black Jordan, that's her name. He told Jordan, yeah, everything's clean. There's nothing there. But then when they got outside, he said, listen, them people clean that room. Because when you walked in there, all you could smell was cleaning supplies and paint. They hiding something. We gonna have to figure out what, but they was hiding something. And that was GH.
Oh, so and I'm assuming that the whole reason at first I had to take pause to think about something. I'm assuming Spencer is trying to test that Esme has the amnesia by making a claim that that's his baby, because he ain't touched her since that pregnancy scare shit in March of last year.
Right.
Okay, because I'm like, boy, you cute. Don't tell me you stupid and can't do biology or math.
That's what I said too. Spencer can't do basic math. He's sitting there telling Esme that the baby might be his. How?
Immaculate. I'm sorry. She screwed Nick in June. You ain't touched her since the first quarter of last year. That is not your baby.
Right. You ain't had sex with Esme since it was snow on the ground last year.
Exactly. So, Hasby writer.
I don't know what season it is.
Exactly. So I'm assuming that's him trying to catch a reaction from her to prove that she really does have her memory and she's just faking. That has to be what it is, because otherwise I'm concerned about his mental faculties. But at least I'm glad they finally pulled the pin on this mess, because the one thing GH has been terrible about is dragging storylines out so long that they make you want to choke somebody. So I'm glad they pulled the pin on this whole thing with Willow's mother and all of this crap, and so now we can get down to the business of everybody wanting to whoop Carly ass. So that is a good thing. So if we done with GH, we can kick on to Days, because I do have things to say about that.
So do I.
We are done. So yes, honey, let's come on through.
Well, KK, you go ahead and take the lead, ma'am.
No, you go ahead. I'm cooking. That's why I've been on pause so long.
Okay, hon.
I'm listening. I'm gonna follow through with you, though. Go ahead.
All right. Well, okay. So today's Days, we pick up after Kayla and Kate have passed on. It's front page news, so the whole town knows. So today was kind of partially a reaction day, not just to their passing, but specifically to reactions of the resolutions. So much of other stories. So Chloe and Stefan and Gabby are back in Salem, and nothing is going as anybody planned. Chloe gives Lee her 2 cents, which you know what? I don't blame her for saying that because she was not wrong about that. She's like, you doing all this bullshit and you got me involved in it. I wasn't even nowhere involved in this entire mess until you involved me with this brainwashing bullshit. What the hell is your problem? And so I don't blame her because Stefan and Chloe have not been a thing in a long, long time. So and then you had her, Gabby, telling her brother that, Stefan is just like, it does not matter. And see, and this all goes to what we all wanted to know about the resolution of this story. That even once the truth was out about what really happened with Stefan's memory, that Ralph had erased his love for Gabby, what good is it gonna do if he don't remember the love himself? And he was a complete doubting Thomas at the start of the story when he started talking to Johnny. And he honestly did not believe what Gabby said because he was able to knock a piece off Chloe in Miami, so he's been making progress. He was satisfied with that.
But see, that's weird because he came back talking about how great things were with Chloe, but she got up and left after Gabby came in there and said, "Dude, you don't remember me because they made you forget." And they pumped up your feelings for this girl. You don't even really want her. And no offense to you, but girl, he don't want you. Like Rolf literally made him like you because Lee told him to do it. Like this is all a facade. And Chloe sees that. She's not a stupid girl, and she's not gonna sit there and try. And I hope they don't write her to sit there and try to hold on to a man that don't want her.
Well,
I was proud of her when she said, "You know what? No, I'm gonna go ahead on and you need to go because with Gabby just came in here with all this. You think we just gonna keep going and keep fucking? No. I got to clear my head. No.
Well, Chloe did. Oh, go ahead, Cam.
I was saying she told Nicole all that and acting like that she had remorse and she knew that Stefan loved Gabby. So I don't know if she's going to accept what Stefan is trying to stay in the dark about, or she's going to force him into accepting the truth.
Well, see, Chloe's got her own problem because it's a two-sided coin. On one side, you have the issue of Stefan's feelings for her being partially manufactured, and correct me if I'm wrong, Chloe still hasn't been clued in on what's been going on with Marlena and them, or the fact that this all happened because of this orchid business with Kristen.
No, because Nicole was about to tell her, and then Brady knocked on the door.
Exactly. So Brady's gonna tell her. So here's the thing: what Stefan wants is really gonna be almost Stefan, whether or not he chooses to deal with the reality of what's happened, is going to be a counterpoint to the fact that Chloe is going to have to decide if she is going to deal with her own reality being reset. The fact that Brady didn't drop her because he didn't love her anymore or for Rachel's own good, that he dropped her because he was under duress from Kristen.
Mm-hmm. It changes so much.
Exactly. It changes the surface on both of these relationships. Not just Lee and Gabby and Stefan and Gabby, but Brady and Chloe. So Stefan is not guaranteed to keep Chloe if he decides he doesn't want to try to get his mind back for himself, because he was completely blowing the whole thing off until Johnny finally ponied up and told him the truth. And we still got EJ in them. The fact that EJ knew about this and kept quiet, they're still keeping that on the DL. Johnny did not dime his daddy out like he said he wouldn't, but eventually Stefan is going to find out the truth. That we can smell that coming down the pipe fast.
Hell yeah. And I think it's gonna be Kristen.
It probably is, because that's the thing. Kristen's playhouse Kristen's playhouse is getting tore down. Because my thing is this: I get where Kristen's coming from. She's coming from the fact of, I tried to help, but the thing is, she took a situation that she didn't cause and tried to use it to her advantage. Because, and here's the thing, everybody's coming for you because they don't have to come for Orpheus, because Orpheus's ass is already in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Orpheus is in lockup. He will never see daylight again at the rate that he's going. So nobody is worrying about going to Statesville to whoop his ass, because you saw he wasn't even concerned with John Black coming and pay a visit to him. He's like, oh, Christmas must have came late then. Ha ha! I'm already in jail. What you gonna do to me? Not a damn thing.
Right. I'm already in jail for what had happened.
Exactly. So yes, Kristen, they are going to come for you. And I'm sorry. I was shocked and appalled that she was surprised that Brady put her ass out of Marlena's house. Honey, you were only there because you were holding their lives over his head, and not 2 out of the 3 didn't die. Oh, honey, no, your leverage is just gone.
I don't like that.
Listen, I read a spoiler that says she gonna take that girl and run.
Who, Rachel?
Uh-huh.
Run well.
Child, I don't know. They said Kristen gonna be missing, and she took John and she took Rachel. So I guess if they coming for her for these people dying, she trying to lead. Maybe she going to wherever Rolf at, girl. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I was her, I'd probably ghost the town too. This is not a place that you really gonna want to be when all the shit hits the fan. 2 out of the 3 people are already dead, so you already got a significant portion of people who are blaming you for this, even if it's not directly your fault. At the end of the day, you the one who was playing games with people's lives to get what you want. And the problem with playing a game is that you're playing a game. You can win or you can lose. Up until now, Kristen has been winning. And when she finally decided to go ahead and pony up, she just didn't have the leverage to pony up anymore. And now on paper, 2 people are dead. And she's the one who's going to catch the flack for that. So, and I'll be honest, I know Gabby and Stefan are the thing, but I felt bad for Lee.
I did too. I was waiting till we get to this topic, because this is what I want to talk about.
Go ahead, Ken.
I always feel sorry for Lee, like, because he, even ever since Jen Wynn told that story about him scratching their daddy's car, he done had my damn heart. I don't care.
It was the handshaking for me. When he reached out his hand to Gabby and his hand was shaking, he was like, don't you? He was like, but see, he raised a good point. And I seen in Gabby something that I've never seen in this character. And that's a second thought. Like, usually when I see her character, she's very like steadfast and stern and everything. Her how her convictions are very solid. When Lee told her that ain't no amount of brainwashing in the world could have got me to forget about you, baby. Stefan, on the other hand, he forgot clean about you and him. Baby, look, you and me are just alike. I love you and you love me. And if I'm not wrong, I do believe Gabby used past tense when she was talking about Stefan. She said, you brainwashed the man I loved, not love. So my thing is, I think Lee still got a chance. I want him to still have a chance because, just like I was saying in the space a minute ago, it very much mimics how when Liam had amnesia, he couldn't put his finger on it, but he remembered Steffi. It was like, that's the same theory, that it's the same logic for me when it comes to Stefan. Okay, he's basically has memory loss. He's been brainwashed. It's the same fucking thing. Ain't no fucking way he should have these many amounts of disassociated feelings all the way from one spectrum of love to the whole way to the hate part. He act like he loathed that part of her breathing air. Like it could be somebody else breathing the air that Gabby is breathing. Why is she here? You know, he looked at her with such disdain. Like he just cannot stand that she's drawing breath out of this world. And that's my whole point. I like that they're putting him in the middle because this is giving this relationship good angst, and I want it to be where he wins. I because he made a very good argument with Gabby today. I want him to win back her heart, and I want Stefan to get his memory back, but it'd be too late.
Well, see, it depends because the thing is, Stefan legit did not believe Gabby in
Mm-hmm.
Florida, but now he has third party confirmation that everything Gabby said is true. Now
Right.
the ball is in his court. Where
Right.
Stefan is going to piss me off is that now that you know the truth, are you going to pursue getting your memory back or aren't you? Because that's his choice. He can choose to pursue the idea of them needing to find Rolf so he can undo whatever he did, or he can decide that he wants that the feelings that he feels for Chloe, that he feels that they can't be fake because they're his, and that he wants to keep it the way he is. If that's the case, that's as good as him choosing to say, well, you know what, screw whatever I had with what's her face, it's just gonna be whatever it's gonna be.
Right. And that's the part that I'm looking forward to because she's panting him down. She weighing him down like Urkel. No, you gotta. She imploring him to get his memory back, to get deprogrammed and all this, and he fighting her tooth and nail. Like, why would somebody? I don't care how disillusioned you are, fight on not getting a memory back. Really? You want to stay in the clouds? Who wants to stay in the clouds and not want to get their memory back? This fool. This fool.
And now that he's got that confirmation, that is what's going to be the real test. Because if he's got to have a choice. He either has to pursue his memory, the memory that was taken for him, or he has to push forward. Oh, and I double checked the recap for today, and it looks like at the end, Brady did tell Chloe what was really going on with Kristen and that damn orchid. So the thing is, Stefan deciding that, like I said, Stefan deciding he wants to pursue Chloe may not be it, period, because Chloe may not want to be pursued because Brady's back on the market.
Yeah.
So,
and my people, look, I'm fresh back into days. I don't know the full story about Stabby or anything. These are fresh eyes. I'm just coming in on the tail end. I don't know about they tug of war and all that crap. I'm just talking about what I see right now. And it is good drama for the relationship. If they are so solid, this is a very good test.
it is. It really is. And we're going, I mean, because the thing is, the person whose priorities are not in question right now are Brady's and Gabby's. Okay. Gabby, now of course there's that little bug in the ointment of the fact that Gabby and Lee actually did get married. So that I'm putting a pin in that.
Exactly. They still married legally.
Put a pin in that. That's
right.
Yeah. So I mean, technically, yes, this is actually one of those cases where they actually could get an annulment. Unlike other soaps where people be getting annulments for no goddamn reason. Right. This literally is a marriage that was done under false pretense.
On the fraud. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So they actually could get this annulled out there in Salem. But even Rafe was talking about, look, I just got divorced. You can get one too. We could be divorced. We could be divorced partners.
One coupon and get it done.
Oh, you know what? They haven't consummated the relationship. And
exactly.
That's true. A lie. She is 100% entitled to a full annulment.
Yes.
Correct. So that's what's going to be the key. Gabby, if Stefan goes to Gabby with any hint or indication that he does want to try to recapture his memory or whatever, Lee is dead in the water for a while. But but the thing is, Stefan's the one who has to make the choice. Is he going to pursue his memory that was taken from him, or is he going to try to throw his hat in the ring and really fight for Chloe now that Brady has revealed the truth, and obviously Brady's gonna want her back. But will Chloe want him back? Because Chloe had got to the point where she felt, okay enough with sleeping with Stefan because she was ready to move forward. So the people who are the people who have question marks floating over their heads are Chloe and Stefan, and whether or not they want to proceed with this relationship any further. And the tag on today's show was Kristen strolling her ass into the Demera mansion and telling EJ, "I'm moving back in, bitch."
He said, "What you doing here?" He said, "What the fuck? I'm home, baby." I was dying laughing. What you mean?
Well, she got the leverage. She was going to tell him, "If you don't let me move back into the family house, because I am a Demera, I'm going to tell everybody what the hell. I'm already in trouble for everything in the world. What's one more damn thing?"
What else did she tell?
EJ
about EJ knowing.
Yeah, EJ was in on the damn brainwashing.
EJ, well, that's the thing. It was done. Well, that's the thing. EJ didn't do it, but he found out about it, and he took advantage of it because he wanted control of Demera.
Exactly. He used that, and that's the reason why he's in control of Demera.
Technically, exactly. And the problem is that, see, it's the same problem that Kristen has. Orpheus is the one who pulled this orchid shit, but she's the one catching the bullshit right now, isn't she?
Because they took advantage of that situation.
Exactly. And EJ did the exact same thing. This was Kristen and Lee's thing. And guess what? He took advantage of it because he could get something that he wanted out of it. And now it's about to blow up in their faces. Yeah. So it's going to be whatever it's going to be. Now, I do know Johnny went to the police station to tell Rafe he knew where Rolf was. Mm-hmm. So I think we're going to get Dr. Rolf stateside again very soon to see if he is going to resolve this issue with Stefan's memory. Now, can we talk about Eric Brady's raggedy ass for a few moments before I guess we kind of summarize briefly what happened on that fashion show?
We cannot talk about my baby without talking about that stank eye he gave the hoe.
Yes, he looked at Nicole like she was slime on his feet.
Like she stank from here to Timbuktu, and I was like, "Yeah, baby, that's her stench. She stank."
Eric's ass, that's my thing. Eric's ass is so booted. Eric is so self-destructive right now. It's a bit hilarious. You pulling a gun on Kristen. Well, talking about how you gonna shoot her ass. Boy, you ain't gonna shoot nobody.
If you pull a gun and don't pull the trigger,
you setting yourself up to get shot.
You're setting yourself up for somebody to snatch that gun out your hand and pistol whip you. Because I really thought that Kristen was going to snatch that gun. Because she stared him down like, boy, put that fucking gun down. You're not going to hurt me. And I really thought she was going to snatch it out of his hand and slap him in the face the way Ray Liotta did that man in the beginning of Goodfellas. But she calmly, and she was like, all you did was have a sleepover with my little girl. I know you're not going to hurt me. You used to be a priest. I don't care how hot you is. Sit your ass down somewhere. Boy, do you see me sweating? I'm not blinking. Why would I still be keeping this orchid? Your brother talking about taking my baby from me forever. What could I possibly gain? I've just lost everything on this scheme. So what could I gain by continuing to hold the orchid hostage? Not a goddamn thing, Eric.
Right.
Exactly. So, and I'm like, really, Eric? You gonna blow her brains out all over your mother's sitting room? That's what we're doing? No, Eric. No, this is not what we're doing. Eric, sit your ass down. I'm like, baby, no. I mean, when I say downward spiral, he is, and I know that eventually Marlena is gonna trip the light fantastic right along with Kayla and
I can't wait.
He's just gonna be he's just gonna be even bigger, a bigger mess. Even the way they styling him right now. I'm like, boy, you look like you ain't had a bath this week.
Yeah, I can't wait. I need her to go and hurry up and die because I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing Marlena. I need her to die. Hurry up fast.
Well, hold on. You know how it is. We got to commemorate the love of Marlena and John Black, and plus we got to actually get some of her damn churn other than Eric's crazy ass back in town because I know Belle is supposed to at least be around.
Oh God.
Yeah. So no, we're not.
Tomatoes,
So
tomatoes, tomatoes.
nah, so we're not gonna get. I know we're not gonna get Sammy or Carrie or anything like that. But yeah, we'll have Eric and Belle on and Brady on site. Uh, for her passing.
But let me back up real quick and say something.
Mhm.
Kate's death was comical to me. I never against whoever wrote it, if it was Dorell or if it was Jamie doing the breakdown. But Kate's dying was not, that end to me was, it was
I
not
didn't cry.
a tearjerker. Like that was
I
the most
don't.
awkward, odd. It's three people in the room with her when she died. It didn't seem like an emergency. It didn't seem like they really tried all that hard. Chris Kosachek couldn't even fart out one tear. They didn't get that man no fake
No
tears.
glycerine, no nothing.
Even the dude that was on that damn Love is Blind or whatever it was had fake tears when he was crying about that girl. Y'all couldn't get this man no fake tears. But then when Kayla died and when she
Oh my God.
girl, I was like, these Johnsons put on a motherfucking show today.
Yeah.
And when
Do
you
you-
talking about, I'm so tired. I can't hold on no more, Steve. I'm tired. I gotta go to sleep.
I want to go see Mom and Pop and Bo.
Yeah, I gotta go see Mama. I gotta go see Pop and Mom and Bo. I was like, oh Lord, Taylor. For real, y'all. She checking her ticket, y'all. I need to talk to my babies before I go. She gave us Annie at the end of Imitation Life. And I want 6 white horses.
Troubles of the world.
I want them Mahalia Jackson to sing me off on my way to glory. That is now, damn, Kayla laid in that bed. I need to talk to my baby Steve. Call my baby John. Let them know, Steve, that they don't have.
We are going to see the King.
I don't know. I kind of feel like the act like they needed to watch something sad before Kate's passing because they just didn't have it. I'm sorry.
For Kate, but them Johnsons brought it, and let me tell you, if
They
them
did.
Johnsons brought it, John and Marlena gonna have all of us on the floor in motherfucking fetal position. I don't care.
I'm gonna be
I
cracking
agree.
up. I'm be like, yay, hooray, the witch is dead. Hey.
Girl, why you want Marlena dead?
We gonna talk about this later.
Marlena. I never liked that slut. Listen. Yes, I said it. I said it. I never liked Marlena. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So when she died, it's gonna be the cherry on top, and I'm gonna have me a party.
Girl,
Because I liked when she died, and I like her better when she the devil.
well, we are a program that welcomes diversity in all viewpoints. I don't think I've met a Marlena hater in quite a long time. So, Can, this is a novel experience.
How do you hate Marlena?
Because I don't like ratchet goody two shoes who act like they ain't done shit, who act like they the judge and jury and the executor, and bitch, you done more shit in the town than all the hoes to put together. You done taught a couple of hoes how to bend down.
I want somebody to tell me, look, we got 3 minutes. I want
No,
somebody.
cause you gonna try to strip me of my bold and beautiful time.
No, baby, I'm gonna still give you your little 10-15 minutes, but you
Okay, we going over to there a bit, folks. We got into it on Marlena.
My main reason for not liking Marlena is she pitted the girls against each other. She act like one was better than the other, and preferably she shat it on Sammy. And I feel like she did that because Sammy came from Roman. So I never liked it like that. No. And then when she did a girls like that, it sealed it. It sealed the deal.
See, I don't see that.
I
understand what you're saying about her and Samantha and Belle and how all of that went down. But I don't think that she favored Belle over Sammy because Roman was her dad. I think she favored Belle over Sammy because
Sammy was just like her. That's why. Sammy is more like Marlena than Belle is. Marlena is more like Sammy than Belle is. Belle is imaginary. She is what she hoped she could be. But at the end of the day, she ain't nothing but a broke down hoe either. But I'm just This is
So,
just
but
my
explain
opinion.
that, girl, because you earning this bold and beautiful time. So explain how
Okay.
because I'm trying to understand where you coming from.
Okay. See, if memory serves me correct, she was sitting up. Belle. Belle was sitting up there pulling whole rolls when she was okay. This was it 90? Maybe I might be wrong, but I think it's like 96, 97. When Belle sat up there and she was being a slut.
With
But
who?
what do you mean? She was with
What
Austin.
you mean? Do you mean what? No, you mean Carrie?
No, that was Belle.
No, that was Carrie.
That was Belle.
That was Carrie. That was Carrie and Sammy who was fighting over Austin Reed ass in the early
Yes.
90s.
Okay. Yes. Whatever. Carrie Bell,
Okay.
whatever. They both shitted on my Sammy. So
Okay, so that makes a little more sense because I'm
my
like, well, hold on a second. Belle and Sammy ain't never had no scrap like that.
I just don't like the fact that it was very judgmental. Okay, they never tried to look at how Sammy came out, how she looked at things, and they just wanted to just vilify her and just make her like this great big villain. Like she was always doing shit. So when she did actually do
She
stuff,
was
like
doing
tried to
shit.
tell her baby sister, hey, y'all did it to her. Y'all made her want to do the shit. Y'all did
Okay, okay, hold on. Okay, here's the thing. Sammy, there's a certain point where, yes, I fully endorse the fact that Sammy seeing some of the things that she saw go down in her formative years really affected how she developed as a person.
right.
Specifically along the lines of what she decided was acceptable and unacceptable in the pursuit of getting what she wants. Now, as far as I'm concerned with Marlena's biggest thing with Sammy, the biggest disadvantage that she ever gave Sammy was that mess when she slept with John and she was cheating on Roman, and then the whole issue about Belle's paternity and whatnot. Because on the
Right.
surface,
Bell
Marlena
Black.
did not. Well, yeah, but that's the thing. Sammy was the one who changed the results, not Marlena. Marlena honestly thought Belle was Roman's daughter until Sammy in her candy stripe a goddamn uniform, because all the goddamn Brady girls and the Horton girls always have the candy stripe at the damn hospital, was
Yeah.
up in there, and she changed them damn results because she didn't want it to break up her parents' marriage. So the thing is, from that point on, though, Sammy did a lot of shit after that wasn't really on them. That was on her deciding, I want what the fuck I want, and if you either you're getting it out of my way or you getting on my side. Take your
Look how long
pick.
that was. All them formative years had already passed. She done flipped the script. The coin has been flipped now. And
Exactly.
by
But
that time she was done trying to be um the ideal daughter. The
yeah,
ideal
or she
queen.
gave that up. That's the thing. She gave that up really, really early because here's the thing. Once upon a time, before Sammy really fell for Austin, she adored Carrie, and Carrie adored her. They had a good relationship. I remember when her and Lucas first met each other, and he was talking about how he wanted to basically take a stab at Carrie and maybe get her in bed. Sammy defended her sister, saying, "My sister is not that kind of girl, Lucas. You up here screwing people backstage at concerts and shit. You ain't gonna be talking about my sister like that." So yeah, I mean, once before the whole Austin Reed thing happened, Carrie and Sammy were kind of okay with each other for the most part.
Yeah, they tolerated each other.
Yeah, they actually no, they were actually good sisters. I mean, Sammy loved her sister, Carrie loved her, and Sammy envied her. She wanted to emulate her. But then once she fell for Austin, she and decided that, she was a better fit for Austin than her sister. All that shit was over and done with. I can't really say that's all on Marlena though.
Well, no, I wouldn't say anything as far as the beginning of the Austin years was Marlena's fault, but she definitely helped keep it going and talking about something. Oh, he's supposed to be with you, and oh my God, she tricked him into marrying. Oh my God.
Well,
Anyway,
but Can she did. She did. She drugged him. She drugged the man. I mean,
you don't pick them your kids. I just look.
So you don't listen. You gotta.
Me, Linda. I don't like the bitch.
Hold on. Come back and talk to us about picking between your kids when Bo got a sibling. Because, honey, I don't care what nobody say. Every parent has a favorite child. You can sit there and lie to yourself, and you can sit there and lie to everybody else. But baby, deep down in your heart of hearts and your subliminal, where the things matter that you don't even know, the things that matter live, you got a favorite child. Bo got your whole heart, spirit, soul, the very fiber of your being, the air out your lungs. But if you drop another motherfucking baby tomorrow, guess what? You gonna dote on that baby. And I'm not saying you gonna treat Bo some kind of way, but you got this new baby you doting on, and Bo is not gonna be getting all the same kind of doting he used to get. At some point, you're gonna expect him to be the big brother and to know better. He started to be a teenager, 15, 16, 17 years old. You're going to expect him to move differently than from when he was younger. And I think that's what the thing with Marlena is, that she was just expecting Sammy to move differently because she didn't
grow out of it.
Right. She didn't love them kids no differently. But Sammy kidnapped her motherfucking baby and was trying to sell it on the black market.
On the black market?
She went to Switzerland, right? Girl, you stole my baby. I love you. But you know what? Your ass is fixing to go to Switzerland for the next goddamn 15, 20, 25, however long I can pay them to keep you. That's how long your ass is fixing to be in boarding school.
I honestly couldn't blame her because Sammy kind of needed that. She was out of hand. She was getting out of hand. She was getting out of hand.
That was not right.
Everybody's face.
And it was not right for them to do that and put her down there with Sister Mary Clarence.
Yes, it was. And Sister Mary Clarence should have taken that ruler to her forehead.
You should have hit her a few more times. It might have did some goddamn good.
That was abuse. That was torture. That was abuse.
That was a child catching the ass whooping they needed.
You should have had her scrubbing clothes with her teeth. That's what, man, you got to wash these dirty clothes with your teeth. That's right. You got to scrub them with your teethuses. The ones in your mouth. Yep, them teethuses. Okay, let's go on and move to Bold and the Beautiful so we don't go over too long so Cam can have her time.
The only part I want to point out about Bo is apparently the show has decided that the rest of the world has not spent the last 40 years watching medical procedurals or law procedurals, and we're all stupid and can't figure out that a state will still press charges, because the get out of jail free card for Sheila on this shit is because Finn and Steffi aren't pressing charges. Mike then confessed and said he kidnapped Sheila from prison, so now the state just gonna throw everything out on their side. So that's just that.
I said Sheila Kitty Cat has got all the boys in a heel position. Mike then sat here and said he kidnapped her out the motherfucking prison. Deacon sitting up here talking about, girl, I come see you every day just to make sure you okay because I care about you. I'm not going to leave you in here jail by yourself. Girl, I know how you be. I'm going to be here. I'm going to try to get us some conjugal visits too without us having to get married. See if I can work that out. And then here come Bill throwing money at judges to get her completely off scot motherfucking free. And you better tell your mama to keep her damn mouth closed if she don't want to lose her license as a doctor, and your mama don't want to lose her license as a motherfucking shrink. I take all of it from everybody. Sheila's milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
It's better than yours.
But you might
have it pretty much, because it's like, yeah, so Sheila is free and freaking clear, and that is the amount of reality that we have to suspend to make that happen. I'm gonna repeat what I said last night. I want Sheila as a free woman walking around the city, going to the Olive Garden to fuck Deacon in that raggedy apartment while Bill thinks she at the spa. That's what I want. I also want Sheila to marry him and take all his money and put him in some kind of goddamn medical coma and just send Wyatt and Liam ass to the poorhouse. If I can't get these two things, then all of this is for nothing.
I want Sheila to be walking around like she owns every motherfucking thing in Los Angeles. I want her to get a sword necklace, um, on a black, on a black leather necklace, like a little tie thing. I don't want her sword to be on a chain like the men folk. I want her shit to be on a piece of dainty black leather because that would set her apart. That would set her apart as the head bitch. Brooke got a ring out of it, but Sheila gonna get more than the ring. I cannot fucking y'all. My girl penis is hard just thinking about Sheila Spencer out here causing trouble for everybody. They celebrating, talking about, honey, she'll be behind bars by the end of the day. She gonna show up with Brooke's ex-boo thing, all of Brooke's ex-boo things. She got Brooke's baby daddy wrapped around her missing toe. She got Bill Spencer out here wrapped around whatever part she whipped on him. She got Deacon, she got Deacon with the 9 toes. That's how she got him, was with them 9. So, honey, I'm here for all of it. I know people say they tired of Sheila. This the best thing that the show got going for. It don't make no damn sense, but it's the best thing they got going because I'm not gonna sit here and watch Taylor and Brooke braiding each other's hair. And
God! If they don't get rid of that whole thing, this whole generic reboot of Stephanie and Sally 2.0, baby, listen. I haven't bought any tickets to this shit show. I'm looking at the bootleg. You hear me? I am not in the mood to be looking at Brooke. All of a sudden, what is she, a designer now? Yesterday she had fucking swatches. Yesterday, Bubbles. Yesterday she had swatches of fabric, and today she is on the designing table with dresses.
She was styling Taylor.
I'm glad you were here to be fitted in this dress, honey. Bitch, you sold the dress up, you styled it, and you drew it. When?
Girl. When? They up here with some kind of this up here like they Tay and like they Cher and Tay from the Clueless when Cher makes Tay makes her over. I'm like, oh, Ty, not Tay, Ty. I'm like, oh my God, what is this? Who?
It's them trying to keep forcing this relationship with these two ladies on us. Like it's just gonna be something that we gonna get behind. First of all, no ma'am, no sir, nobody wants to see it. Nobody ain't checking for it. I don't know nobody on Nan's side who looking for this. But
I mean, I'm fine with them not fighting with each other over Ridge. That's worthwhile. But all this other shit.
Yeah, I'm with them being like, okay, we're not gonna fight over Ridge anymore. We can be cordial with each other. But this whole pack a bag and come spend the night at my house. What are they 16?
This
sleepovers, girl, sleepovers.
Guts. I ain't got nothing to talk to you about.
If they're not gonna get up there and have inappropriate sex at Homeby Hills, I don't want to hear about it. I don't
exactly.
Paint each other's toenails and playing the little game. The little game that they played, who you like, the boyfriend game. You remember that game from all them years ago?
Mm-hmm.
You had all the cards stacked up, and you open up the little door to see which guy's behind the door. I don't want to see them playing that shit.
Making damn friendship bracelets. I'm sorry, but I'm with you. Unless this is a story about two grandma age ladies in Beverly Hills realizing that they both that their orientation has become a lot more fluid. This is repulsive, and it makes absolutely no sense.
It is an insult to Brooke fans. And it's an insult to Taylor fans because I'm sure the Brooke fans are sitting over there like, what the fuck is this?
Taylor, I bought you some takeout, girl. What?
I said she feeds Taylor. She feeds Taylor the way Deacon used to feed Sheila. Brooke is feeding Taylor, and she's dressing her. Oh, okay.
They're gonna be at Brooke's house braiding each other's hair. OMG.
Taylor Logan. Dr. Taylor. We're gonna add Logan to her name. Dr. Taylor Hamilton Hayes, Forrester,
I rebuke that.
Forrester.
Girl, the whole timeline of meltdown, if they ever even thought of that if they sincerely ever considered it. But I will say this much: it's a shame, it's a crying damn shame that Taylor has more chemistry with Brooke than Ridge does.
Dr. Taylor, Ashford, Hamilton Hayes, Forrester, Rashid Forrester, Marone Jones, Logan, Princess of Morocco.
In the past, well, how long Bridge been 9 years Thorsten been on there?
So Sheila's a free woman now, and she gets to leave with her freedom intact since Mike then confessed that he can. Now I'm sitting up here with Mike. Mike, you about to make you about to make your damn sentence longer, and it's done. And all of this was in some kind of private adjudication. With Bill with a spy camera watching the whole thing. So I guess tomorrow is going to be them telling everybody else what the hell happened, because I think Taylor said she was going to see Finn and Steffi to see how long Sheila was going to jail for, and now that she will
celebrate and them about them pressing charges against Sheila and her going to jail forever.
Well, I'm assuming once she gets over the aghast of what you mean she ain't going to prison, and they tell her they didn't press charges, Steffi is going to have to tell her mother why she didn't press charges.
Correct.
I mean, and I'm with Bubbles on this one. My mama would have been on a jet halfway to Indonesia.
Okay.
Right.
Child, my mama would have been on her way to a damn rainforest where it ain't nothing but natives, where she would have had to hide somewhere and camp out in camouflage, because if them people saw her, they gonna kill her and eat her. That's how deep I would have had my mama hid. She would have been in a cave somewhere hiding from fucking pygmies.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, it's like this. Once Sheila go to jail, once she testify and Sheila go to jail for attempted murder, Sheila ain't going to jail for attempted murder. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Bill? Not a goddamn thing. Especially if the authorities can't actually find my mother. Because guess what? The LAPD is not going chase themselves to a rainforest to arrest a doctor for attempted murder that happened in LA 4 or 5 damn years ago.
There's no statutes of limitation on murder, girls, so yeah, they would. But this the thing. It would be Taylor's word against Bill. You got cameras in the house, sir. Did you have cameras on that showed that I shot you? Because it would be your own fucking word against mine. And as I seem to remember, it was 11 million people back then. They had a reason to shoot your ass. Caroline came back home, and we thought she was going to kill your ass where you laid. Thomas, but he didn't. Your own damn son. And he probably is the one who did it, because he's the only one that remembers walking into your house and seeing you from behind. So can we discuss that?
Yep. Can we talk about that? He had a blow-by-blow, play-by-play exactly how he did.
Why can't people just lie shamelessly like the same people who putting them in a difficult situation? Just lie. Lie until it become the truth, damn it. I mean, shit.
See, this my thing about Sheila's situation. Okay, she out of jail, but that ain't what she really give a fuck about. She really want to have a relationship with Finn and Hayes, and that's the part that's gonna kill her, cause she gonna be out and she ain't gonna have shit.
Yes, she is, because Bill is going to.
He's gonna keep doing this.
How you gonna blackmail her into having a relationship with Finn?
He's going to keep. No. What he's going to blackmail them for is access, because this is the problem with a blackmailer. A blackmailer knows no limits once you let them know that they can blackmail you. So he's already blackmailed them into keeping Sheila out of prison. So what's the difference between blackmailing them for that and blackmailing them to give Sheila access to them and their family? None.
Because that's exactly what's fixing to fucking happen.
They gonna
blackmail them into playing happy families.
They gonna have Bill try to kidnap Steffi baby.
No, what's gonna happen is, see, I don't think Bill is gonna kidnap the baby. I think what he's gonna do is just make it an impossible situation. Sheila's gonna be babysitting and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm nauseous.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy shit. He is going to blackmail because the thing is, what Sheila really wants is acceptance. Okay, and the thing is, just because Sheila is not wanted by the police, that does not mean that she's going to get a golden ticket into the Forrester Logan Spencer cavalcade, whether she's escorted by Bill's ass or not. But the problem is that that's what Sheila's going to want, and Bill is going to plead the case for Sheila, and then once he realizes that him pleading the case ain't gonna mean shit, because Wyatt and Liam are gonna say he need to be committed, and so will everybody else. Then he's gonna say, well, you know what? The thing that fixes this, Steffi and Finn, is if you forgive Sheila. If you accept her, everyone will have to accept her.
Yep, they're gonna use Steffi. They're gonna use. Yep, gone girl. You right there in my head.
That's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to be like, Steffi, if you and Finn forgive Sheila for what she did, because it really was just this big tragic accident, my ass, but whatever, then that is how she'll be accepted by everyone. And of course, all that's going to result in is everybody thinking Steffi and Finn have lost their goddamn minds and trying to figure out what and bringing, and that's all that's going to do is raise all kinds of hell, because now at this point everybody is going to be questioning what's going on. Lee, could you imagine the look on Lee's face if Finn tries to tell her, well, we didn't press charges and I forgave Sheila for what she did? Child, what?
Listen, so I think what's going to happen is everybody is going to know, and
that something's up.
It's going to be the seat. No, everybody's going to know the truth. Everybody's going to know the truth, and there still ain't going to be nothing that they can do about it except for condemn Bill and Sheila. They're going to be the town pariahs, but everybody's going to know. Brooke is going to go over there to defend her new best friend. Bill, I can't believe you would put Taylor's life at risk like this. I can't believe that you would set Sheila free and move her into your house. Bill, what are you doing? Like, everybody's going to be on Bill's ass about blackmailing Steffi and Finn to let Sheila back into their lives. If it's not that, then yeah, it will be like you said, where he makes them keep quiet and the family's looking at them like, what the fuck is going on? Because remember, before Sheila made ends with Taylor and was trying to use Taylor to get everybody to see that she was harmless and she changed and all that. So whether they blackmail Steffi into it or they just full out go fuck it, everybody in town knows, and I'm gonna still hang this over your head. I can still press charges. I don't give a fuck if everybody in town knows. Let everybody in town know that I can still press charges because I can. And you gonna treat my new wife, Mrs. Sheila Spencer, with some goddamn respect, and you gonna let her see her grandkid while I'm pressing charges.
Well, you have a good point, because the thing is, the whole Taylor shooting Bill thing is not a secret. Ridge knows, Hope knows, Liam knows, Brooke knows. That's half the damn cast already.
Baby, so, everybody knows except for Lieutenant Baker, his hot dog, and his junior. What the little guy name? What the other little
Sanchez.
guy? Sanchez. They're the only 3 people that don't know. I think Sally Spectra knows, and she ain't even on the canvas no more.
So it's going to be interesting, because that's where we're going. This is not going to stop with Sheila's freedom, because the one thing that has been proven time and again with Sheila is she always wants more. That's how she got into this whole situation that led to her shooting Steffi and Finn in the first place. She wants more, and when she can't get that more, or she thinks someone's in between her and that more, she does something out the box. She was making okay progress on her own, trying to work Finn down before she started slipping Brooke a damn bottle of wine, and that's what led to all this other bullshit that popped off. Same thing is gonna happen here. She didn't got her walking papers. She's a free woman. She is no longer a fugitive. All she has to do is kick back, relax, and enjoy Bill Spencer's money and Deacon Sharp's dick. That's all she has to do. But that's not what she's gonna do, because she wants more.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes with Bill, and I love it. So that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what I say. And I think that probably does up our constitution pretty well. We went a little long now because we got a bit sidetracked with this Marlena thing that just perplexed the shit out of us. But can't thank you for sharing your thoughts
I
on
still
that.
don't understand it, but I'm gonna move on from it.
So I think that wraps us up for the night, ladies.
I think it does.
All right.
Thanks
Well,
for
thank
the extra
y'all.
30 minutes.
Yeah, thank you. Well, we needed to touch on this because even though we're not watching that fashion show, I am keeping track of it in case they do something interesting, like let Sheila go to the Olive Garden to ride Deacon to Glory. I will tune in that day.
No,
So if that happened, tag me.
I'm watching it now because I have to see the shit live in real time. Like I'm okay after the break. Like I had to walk away from a minute and readjust myself, but now I'm okay and I can watch it now because I'm in a place where I understand it's not being written for me and I can enjoy it a little bit better, making fun of it as long as I understand it's not for my enjoyment in the traditional sense.
Exactly. That is the only way to make peace with the fashion show soap is that it has no ambitions to actually please you. You're not the core audience. So once you accept that, it makes seeing this with everything that's playing out it makes it comical.
Yeah, it makes it easier for me to digest it. It does make it funny because Brooke and Taylor spend the night. I want them.
And spinning in glittery ass dresses, girl. Though I will say Taylor looked very good. So did KKL.
I love that. So, but okay, y'all. Thank you so much for being with us. And we went long to get this out with Can. I'm still confused, but like I said, we moving on. We'll talk about tomorrow night.
Oh, before I forget, so we do have a show this Wednesday.
This Wednesday we'll be doing Spaces. Wednesday's tomorrow, right? Yes. Tomorrow.
Yeah. So we'll do a Spaces tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll do Spaces tomorrow, and I'll try to jump in when I'm done with my appointments.
All right. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for coming out.
Good night, everyone on YouTube.
Night, Bubs. Thanks.
Bye. Thanks, Bubbles.